Good morning, everybody. So today, just gonna be making some chorizo breakfast burritos, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice up my potatoes, and I'm gonna do these kind of small. You guys can't see what I'm doing. There we go. So I'm gonna slice these up kind of small so that they cook faster. Like that. And then after I get them all sliced up, we're gonna put them in a pan, cook them up, and then we'll cook our chorizo. Then we're gonna do eggs, and we're gonna do cheese. So I washed a lot of potatoes because I think I'm gonna do a lot. These are gonna go in the freezer. So you guys know how I feel about freezer meals. I try to do freezer meals all the time. I did soups. But this one is gonna be like breakfast sandwiches or breakfast burritos, not sandwiches, sorry. Breakfast burritos. And yeah, so I'm doing kind of a lot of potatoes because I'm gonna be doing a lot of burritos. So and we're gonna fill these bad boys up. I also have some mushrooms that I'm gonna try to hide in there because I need to cook them down. My kids don't really like mushrooms, but I figure if I hide them in here, they'll eat them. So I'm gonna see if I have an onion, and chop some onions up as well. Put them in here. This is a lot of potatoes. I don't even know how many I just did, but I did a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna cut this part down, or if I'm me cooking or cutting those up. But now we're gonna go in here, and I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in there, and Chorizo extra virgin olive oil is what I'm using. Not too much because I don't want it to be soaked in there. Let's plug this in, and we're gonna turn that up. I'm gonna go get the tripod so you guys can actually see. Hope you guys are doing wonderful and amazingly. We got the tripod. I want you guys to be able to see. But oh man, I hope you guys are doing amazing. I am doing pretty darn well. I'm gonna set up the tripod. so you guys can see what's going on. All right. I'm also gonna add some butter in here into this pan. I'm gonna do probably like 4 things of chorizo. Use some salted butter. Let's get a special. I'm gonna turn it down now to low. Then we're gonna add our potatoes. I'm gonna grab some garlic powder, garlic sauce, not salt, pepper. Where's my pepper? I don't know where my pepper went. The kids be in here and they be moving stuff around. It should have been right here. They put it back in here. So we're just gonna season these up with some pepper. Got some garlic powder. I need to grab the onion powder. The onion. Whoop. Onion powder. Then we'll do a little bit of garlic salt. You may or may not have to add more. I may or may not. You have to add more oil. And we're gonna mix that up. And then we're gonna add a little bit of paprika. You can do a little bit of chili flakes because you can make a spicy one. So the next batch, I'm going to go ahead and put some chili flakes in the next potatoes because I'll make them spicy, a little bit of spicy. This smells so good already. Oh, this smells so good. Now we're gonna let those cook. Come over here so we can cut some more potatoes. One thing about chorizo that I have learned, hopefully I'm saying the name right, chorizo, is that it has a lot of fat, so I have to spoon out the fat at the end, and that's okay. That's okay. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. The next batch is going to be spicy though. A little bit of spice, not too much, not too much. My neighbor not growing up, but my neighbor when I was in my 20s, Chorizo, you guys have heard me mention her. She used to make chorizo and eggs all the time. And I never like really, I wouldn't say I was a fan of it. It was just like, you know, I'm used to like what I eat, but nowadays I'm more like open to foods. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the stove. We're gonna go to the stove and we're going to we'll do one more. I'm gonna go to the stove and cook these on the stove. That way they're kind of done at the same time. Y'all, I have been up since 4 something this morning. I'm sleepy. I definitely am sleepy. But I'm going to definitely just stay awake for now. These smell so good. So I'm gonna let those cook a little bit longer and then, not cook, but I'm gonna let it do its thing for a little bit longer. And then once it's done, I will come along and I'll add some water because I don't want them to be like, I want them to be kind of soft. That makes sense, kind of like can't think of the potato names right now. But this one, we're gonna add some water. I'm soaking some things that I cooked with the other day. So now we're gonna come over here and I'm gonna get 2 pans out. 2 pans. We're gonna add let's add some water, not much, just a little bit. Set all up. Then we're gonna put a lid on it, and we're gonna let those cook and get soft. Now we're gonna go over here. Sorry if it's a little dark in here. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bright. There we go. All right. So on this one, we're gonna turn this on. Looks like. Let me just rinse this out, y'all. I don't know what's going on. There we go. So while that heats up, we're going to go back over here and, oops, sorry y'all. Back over here, and we're just gonna slice up one more, just because. Oops. Okay, so that should be enough. This is heated up. We're gonna do the same thing. Some oil, butter, and in the pan, I'm gonna come back when I'm ready to make the chorizo, because you guys see me do it in the pan, so I'll be back. Okay, so now I'm going to cut up some mushrooms. I don't know, it just depends, because they might already go bad. No, they can go bad. Just need a little. Added the red pepper flakes into the ones that are on the stove. So let's head over there. I gotta wash my hands. Mushrooms are so like dirty. We're gonna add some water in here. Kind of look, come on. There. All right, let's check these ones. Yeah. I'm gonna taste one. Those are good. I'm gonna turn that off. Those are really good. I'm gonna take our bowl. These are gonna be so good and flavorful, and you can package them and put them in the freezer for like an easy meal. You can put foil or parchment paper or something like that, and then wrap them in it individually. I'm just gonna put them in a Ziploc bag, make sure all the air is out, and yeah. So now that these are done, I'm going to Now we're gonna open up our chorizo and we're gonna start cooking that. All right. So now we're gonna get our chorizo, and you guys don't have to add fat because, or like butter or oil or something like that, because this produces a lot. So, and then again, once this is done, we're going to add our eggs in the same pan, and we're going to add it to the same pan, and then once we're done, we'll mix everything together. And we'll assemble. So that's 2, and then we're gonna do 1 more. I'm probably gonna take grease out as it cooks. But yeah, and this is beef chorizo. You can get pork, but I don't eat a lot of pork. For my girlies or my guys that have had weight loss surgery, be careful with this because this is a lot of grease. Has a lot of grease, and you don't want your stomach to be upset. So yeah, we're halfway done, y'all. Halfway. Let's check these. Those are cooking up pretty good. All right, y'all. Wash the meat for me while I clean. I'm gonna get a little pan, and let's see if this will light. There we go. We're gonna add just a little. We're gonna add the mushrooms. Go. Mushrooms. Let's put that to the side. Let's put those up. Let's clean up. Clean up. So I will be back when I'm ready for the next step. Okay, you guys, the chorizo is cooking down. We're going to turn this down. You get and our last step to this is, first of all, I'm going to drain that, but our next step is to do the eggs. So right now I'm just taking the grease out, I usually like tip it and try to get as little as possible of the meat part. Some people say, oh, you can take it out with, a paper towel. This is a lot. So you just want to skim off as much as you can. All fat yellow. It doesn't take that long to cook this. So I'm just taking my time, y'all. Getting out as much of the fat as I can. I started making these burritos like a week ago. I didn't freeze them the last time. But I'm like, for a quick breakfast, this will be good. So that was a lot of fat, grease, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to try to get a little bit more out. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. So we got a lot out. Got a lot of it off. I'm gonna cook that for a little bit longer. So it's 4 packs. Remember that, y'all. You won't have as much. But I'm making a big batch, so I want to make sure that I have enough of everything. And yeah, now we're gonna go on to making the eggs. Well, I scrambled them in a bowl with some milk. So let me grab another bowl. The potatoes are done. The spicy wasn't spicy. So let's get a bowl. And we're gonna skim that again. So I have 4 more things of chorizo left. I'm gonna use eggs. We'll see how many I end up making after all of this. How many eggs I end up using. Oops, in a shell. I don't know what's wrong with these eggs. Every time I go to make them, an egg break, a shell breaks in. Can you guys tell I'm using white egg? Y'all know I'm all about brown eggs. Doing laundry. Let me see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 eggs. We're gonna go for 10, 1 more. Let's turn that back up a little. And I got a brown egg, y'all. that one right now. So we're gonna throw these shells away. Ooh. Some of my refund. My towel right there on the counter again. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. I don't know how long this video will be, but I'm gonna work on editing it today, so it'll go out sometime today. I'm gonna try to just do that how I used to do when I used to record a video in the morning or the afternoon and get it out the same day. So yeah, you guys can add whatever you want to these breakfast burritos. You can add whatever you feel like adding. You want to add, spinach, what else? Bell peppers, whatever you want, add it in here. So let's see. Ooh. There we go. My power went out for a second, so now I need to, it's not a lot of fat. That's good. Just gonna scramble. But you can add whatever you want. Bell peppers, jalapenos, whatever you feel like making. This is your food, y'all. There's no right or wrong way to prepare your food, okay? There's no right or wrong way. You cook the way that you want to cook, and don't let anybody tell you any different. You know how your taste buds are, and you know what you like and what you don't like. And that's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. You cook how you feel. You wanna add, I don't know, chicken. Add chicken. It's your food. Your taste buds is going in your stomach and nobody else's, other than you and your family, or just yours, you know? So, this is a quick, simple meal. Doesn't take too long. Yes, I'm making a mess, but that's okay. Worry about it later. All right, y'all. That's about all the grease I'm gonna get out of here. All right, we're done with this. Get the towel, wipe down the counter one more time. There we go. I already added the mushrooms. Hold on. So now we have our eggs in here. We're gonna let those cook and then I'll be back. Okay, y'all. So we're getting ready to assemble the burritos. And I'm gonna start with just the ones with potato. Gonna add a little bit of butter because I'm gonna heat those up. So a little bit of butter, just to heat them up a little bit. But you don't have to heat these up if you don't want to. That's just how I like them. I find them easier to like roll. So yeah, you could do them with bigger ones and make a huge burrito, but I'm going to just make them this way this time. Maybe in the future I will do a bigger batch or a bigger burrito, but for right now I'm just gonna go ahead and make these smaller ones for the kiddos. And I'm gonna sit. So just flip them a little bit. When they start to get like the little bubble in it, I just pop it a little bit. Pop the little bubbles. Yeah. Now I do have a friend that actually makes, I don't know if they're candied or what, but she makes these and she puts brown sugar and cinnamon and stuff like that on it, and it's so good. But I don't know how to do that, so yeah. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. It's just something quick and easy that they can pop in the microwave to heat up. Now, I'm only going to show you a couple of them, and then after that, yeah, I'm going to turn the camera on. And we're going to put our potatoes. Hopefully you guys can see me. Let me pull you guys in a little bit. Potatoes. Then we're going to grab some of the chorizo that has cheese already in it, but that's okay. I'm gonna add some cheese, and then we're going to roll. They're really small, but they're the perfect size. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna sit them back in the pan and I'm gonna brown it on each side. So, ooh, that one's hot. And brown it, but this is the size that it will be. And that's a good size. So now we're just gonna throw that back in there. We're gonna take this one off. Boom. Same process. I'm gonna take the potatoes. Okay. Got the potatoes. And then I'm gonna get the chorizo. My challenge is, if you guys have never had chorizo, try to make it like this and let me know how you like it, or if you don't like it. Let's see, it's not brown yet. Now we're gonna roll. I'm gonna set it to the side. All right, y'all, I'm gonna complete these and then I'm going to come back when I'm done. Some of them will not have cheese in them because Marshawn don't like cheese. So, yeah. But I'll be back with the finish. Okay, y'all, we are done. And I have 2 full bags of chorizo and egg, cheese, and potatoes. one of them, the non-spicy one, I got more of, and then the spicy one I only have 8, but the non-spicy I have about 15. So I got a lot. So now they're in Ziploc bags. I'm not going to freeze them. Even though I said I was going to freeze them, I'm not going to freeze them. I'm just going to leave them in the refrigerator. And they're going to have one for breakfast, one for snack, or something like that. And that's about it. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In the comment section, let me know if you guys have ever tried chorizo. If you like it, if you don't like it, if you've never tried it, let me know. And let me know in the comment section what I should cook next. What do y'all want to see me cook next? I'll see you guys later. Bye.